Everybody, it is the Zen 2580, and as you can see, I have absolutely no makeup on, and this is a very, very highly requested video for me to do a full makeup tutorial. I have had so many people say, can you please do a makeup tutorial? So this is my first time to do it actually on the webcam, okay? So just bear with me. I don't have video editor. Well, I mean, I do, but I don't know how to use it. So I'm going to show you how I apply all of my makeup, okay? First thing you want to start with is you want to start out with a face primer. I'm going to use Smashbox. And when I use face primer, I use it just with my hand. I just apply it with my hand. I don't use a brush. I just get it all nice and, and then I just put it. And you'll know if it's even or not because you'll be able to feel the velvety texture on your face. Okay, so now that's simple. I've got my primer on. Primer's really good because it helps keep the foundation from getting into your pores and causing blackheads and pimples. Next, I'm going to be applying my Chanel Matte Lumiere foundation. And of course, I've got my entire Sigma brushes here that I'll be using. So I will be using my foundation brush by Sigma right here. Very, very big brush. So what I do is I just put the foundation. I just put a little bit on there like that. And I have a mirror next to me, so if you see me looking into it just to make sure. I'm getting everything even. I love these Sigma brushes. They're absolutely amazing. The set that I bought is like the professional set, and I really, really am loving it. And these brushes, I mean, I've only put one thing of couple drops of foundation on this, and it's already covered almost my whole face. So you always want to use a foundation brush because you will save on your products. And I do not put foundation on my eyes whatsoever because that's where I put my eye primer. And if I really want my eyeshadow to stand out, I don't use foundation on my eyelids, and a lot of people do, and that's okay if you want to do that. I just put it under my eyes. Okay, let me just make sure I got it on all nice and evenly, and I do. Look how quick that took. Okay. Now this is not like a 5-minute makeup challenge. I need to probably do one of those. Now what I'm going to do is I have my NYX concealer in a jar. I'm going to apply some concealer to some just different spots on my face. I'm going to use my concealer brush by Sigma. And what I'm going to do is I'm just kind of dipping the brush in here, and I'm just kind of going in the corners of my eyes. I'm also going to do a little bit in the corners of my nostrils because I get redness there. And also right here. I know, it's funny, I put my concealer on after, I'm going to do this pimple and these discolorations on my cheeks. I have a freckle I like to cover up sometimes. Okay, so I've got my concealer on. Now I need to blend it, and I have a beauty blender, and these are excellent to have. This is the only type of sponge that I'll ever use to blend in concealers and things like that. I don't use sponges on my face at all except for this. Just make sure I'm getting it all evened out. Okay, so how fast that took. The Beauty Blender sponge is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you to Beauty by Michelle. She sent it to me. Now what I'm going to do for my powder, I have my Chanel powder, and this is the Double Perfection Natural Matte Powder Makeup, and it's in Tender Bisque. That's the color I wear. Looks like this, and it comes with a sponge, but I don't use the sponge. What I'm going to use is I am going to use my Sigma F80 Flat Top Kabuki. Looks like this. And I mean, I've had this for so long, and I still have so much product left. And I just go over my face. You can do circular motions. I like to use downward strokes as much as possible because I don't want it to go upwards because that way it could get in your pores. At least those are just my opinions. So now I am actually putting on, this is actually a foundation powder because I like extra coverage because as you all know, I have horrible skin, or at least I think I do. Okay, there's my powder. I've got my powder. Let me put a little bit more on my forehead. And I went to Nordstrom's and they actually matched my color, you know, to my face. So, or Neiman Marcus. Actually, I got this at Neiman Marcus. I'm sorry. And they will match everything to your face. Now, I'm going to apply my bronzer. And I'm going to be using my Laura Geller bronzer right here. And it is called Balance and Bronze Regular. And it is a baked bronzer, as you can see. And what I'm going to apply that one with is, I'm going to apply that with, hold on, let me get it. This brush is so big. Okay, this is the Duo Fiber F50 by Sigma. I'm just gonna swirl it around in here. And I'm just gonna kind of put it on my forehead, you know, wherever the sun would normally hit you. On my nose, obviously on my nose. Cheeks, because the sun always hits you on the cheeks, and then a little bit like this, and then on my chin, and a little bit more on my forehead. You can even put maybe a little bit up here too. Okay, so now I've got my bronzer on, as you can see. Got a piece of hair in my face, sorry. Okay, so there is my bronzer. Now I'm going to apply my Laura Geller blush. I love this. You can get this at Ulta. This is the Blush and Brighten, and it's the Apricot Berry Baked Blush. Look how gorgeous that is. And I'm going to use my Sigma blush brush, and it is the F40 Large Angled Contour, but I use it as a blush brush, as well as a contour if I'm wanting to contour my face. So what I do is I smile, okay? And you guys might laugh at me, but I smile to see the apples of my cheeks. And I just go up in upward strokes to my hairline, as you can see. Just like this, very, very easy. And I always like to put like a little bit on my nose and then just like kind of just barely put a little bit on my face to give me some color. Just like this. Okay, so now I got my blush on. Now, what's next? Now I am actually going to be doing my lips. I forgot to bring my my actual lip balm with me. Now I have not tried this yet. This is my first time. This is the MAC Sublime Culture Cream Stick Lip Liner, and it is from their Nude Scene collection. So it looks like this. And I just line my lips. I'm looking in the mirror right now to make sure I got it straightened out, and it definitely is nude. Sometimes I go a little bit above my lip line just to give me to create a little bit of a fuller lip, especially on my top lip. And you can ask any beauty guru or anybody in a makeup counter and they will tell you that that is acceptable. It is not a no-no. And I just go all the way around. So I've got my lip liner on. As you can see, it's very, very nude. Then I'm going to use my Nude Scene lipstick by MAC. First time to use it, brand new. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to be doing a darker eye, and with dark eyeshadow, you don't want to wear bright or dark lipsticks. Okay, I've got the nude lipstick on. Then I'm going to follow it up with the from the Nude Scene line, the lip gloss, and this one is called Lightly Prancing. So I'm going to put the lip gloss on because I like glossy lips. And there we go. My lips are nice and glossy now. Now I'm going to do my eyebrows. before I do my actual, and this is an Anastasia eyebrow pencil for brunettes. You can get this at Sephora. I think it's $28. I think I told you guys it was 30 something, but I think it's like 28. And they make it for blondes and brunettes. Now I've got to look in the mirror for this one. I just basically go in the sparse areas, especially in the thicker area of my eyebrows. And I just kind of fill that in so there's no little sparse areas. And I actually do my entire eyebrow. I don't go overboard. I do elongate the tail of my eyebrow, if you notice that. I always like to elongate that. And this is just like what a normal makeup routine for me actually is. So I'm going to do the other eyebrow. And as you can see, I'm doing the main, areas here, and I'm just kind of going all the way through and elongating the tail of my eyebrow. And then I brush my eyebrows with the little brush. Okay, so I have my eyebrows done pretty much. Yeah. I think they look pretty even, at least for now. I don't want this video to take forever. Then I'm going to apply my NYX Jumbo Milk Eye Pencil, and this is going to be my eyelid primer for today. I have other eyelid primers, but I just decided to use this one. So what I do is I basically put it all over my lid, and then I blend it. This will keep your eyeshadow from creasing. I highly recommend the Milk. As you can see, it looks really, really white. And then I just kind of use my finger to just kind of blend it in a little bit. Okay, like that. I don't always use this. Some of the eyelid primer I will use e.l.f. and it's very, very sheer. It doesn't look like bright and crazy. But the payoff on using this NYX Jumbo pencil, if you really, really want, and especially if you wear bright colors, you definitely want to go with one of these. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of blend it in with my finger. It's very creamy, so it blends really well. Okay, now that I've got that on, I know I look crazy, don't I? Let's see, I think this eye needs a little more. I mean, I'm not caking it on, it's extremely white. Okay, so I've got my primer on. Now I'm going to use my Urban Decay Naked palette, okay? And this palette is so versatile. I mean, you can do any look with this. You can go as light as you want, medium, or as dark. And it does come with a brush, but I haven't been really using the brush. One of the first things I'm going to do, I'll actually use the brush in this actual video because this is a good brush. And what I'm going to actually use this color right here. And it is a matte, and it is called Naked, okay? So what I do is I'm going to get my brush, and I'm just gonna go on to my lid. As you can see, it shows up so much darker. Now I've got to look in the mirror a little bit on this one just to get it to where I want it. Because looking at the webcam at myself is extremely difficult. And this way, you don't even have to use as much product. I mean, I've had this Urban Decay palette for so long, and literally, I am not joking, it is like brand new. I mean, and I have 4 of these, and I'm on my first one. Okay, so as you can see, I did my lid with the color Naked. Now I'm going to do my other one. And this is a really good brush, actually. It really is a good brush. And so I'm only doing my actual lid. with this color called Naked, aka Urban Decay Naked Palette. And you know, guys, I do have a giveaway for one of these. Okay, so now I've got my lids done, and it doesn't actually have to be completely perfect because I'm going to be blending, you know, just different other colors in with this. Okay, so now that I've got that on, I am going to, let's see, which color do I want to use? I'm going to use, I'm going to actually mix some of these. I am going to mix Half Baked, which is a gold. I'm also going to mix Smog, which is the one right next to Half Baked. And I'm also going to use Dark Horse right here, this really dark taupe. I'm really loving these colors. So for my crease, I'm going to get my crease brush. And for my crease brush, this is actually a Sephora brush, and it's like a big bullet crease, big thick crease brush. And so I'm going to dip it a little bit in the gold. I'm going to dip it a little bit in Smog, and I'm also going to dip it a little bit in Dark Horse. I'm going to blow a little bit of the product off. Now I'm going to do my crease. And as you can see, I'm just kind of following the crease and starting to kind of blend it also into the lid a little bit. And then I also like to kind of round off the corners as well. On my eyes, just to make it look softer and kind of more of a smoky kind of look. Very, very simple. I mean, you're just going in and just basically following your natural crease line. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the other eye. So I'm blending Half Baked, Smog, and Dark Horse, all three colors. I like to blow some of the product off so it doesn't come on too harsh. Oh my goodness, I just touched the top of my eyelid. I'll fix that. So now I'm just going into the crease, the natural crease line, and applying it. And I mean, I'll sit here and go over it several times, you know, as you can see. I'm just kind of like going over it and going over it and going over it. Put a little bit, get it a little bit darker here. And I'm getting a little bit, blending a little bit of it on my lid. Then I'm also rounding it off at the corner of my eye. And I need to get it a little bit darker. Hold on. Okay, so far, here we go. I know it doesn't look perfect, but I will fix that. Okay, now I want to use my Sigma. This is the medium angled shading E70 by Sigma. And what I want to do is I want to blend it because it's, you know, it needs to be blended. I don't want a harsh crease line in there. So I'm just blending, as you can see, but I have to look in the mirror also because this is not the easiest thing to do. And this is why it's taken me so long to finally do it on cam. Okay, now I'm going to, one second, let me fix that. Now I'm going to put on my highlight, which is going to be Virgin, this light color here. And for that, I am going to actually just use the Urban Decay Naked brush. And I'm going to be using Virgin. So just get a little bit on the tip. And as you can see, I'm going to apply it to the top of my lid. This is just a really pretty color. I really like Virgin as a highlight color. They also have another one in here called Sin that's a little bit darker and a little bit more shimmery that you can also use. A little bit more on this eye. Okay, so now I've got my eyes highlighted. And now in the tear duct area, I like to apply, you know, my tear duct. So I'm going to use the Sigma, it just says pencil E30. And I like to put like a really nice light color. So I'm going to actually use that one called Sin. It is the next like lightest color. And I'm going to go in the corner of my tear duct here. And I'm even bringing it up into my eye. As you can see, bringing it on up there. I'm also going to do this one, get it right in the tear duct, and then bring it on up with the brush that comes with, or there's my Sigma brush. And you know, my camera quality is not the best, so I hope this really kind of at least helps you see how to apply makeup. So, okay, I brought it up in my tear duct and brought it on up. Okay. And I know like one side looks shinier than the other, but it really isn't. I don't know why my camera is doing that, because I'm looking in the mirror right now and it's actually perfectly even. Then what I want to do is I want to apply like some shadow underneath my waterline. So for that, I'm actually going to use my my Sephora smudging brush, because it's very, very dense. And for that, this color's, I'm going to go ahead and use the gold called Half Baked. I just put it under here, and I kind of just go like all the way across actually. I'm gonna do it on the other eye, you know, way under here. And you know, I'm looking at it myself and I'm really, really seeing it. I don't know if you guys can see it that well, but yeah, I am putting it. Now for the side though, I do want to add a darker color. So I'm going to mix some, the one called Smog, which is like that darker taupey I was telling you about. And I'm going to just, because I want to kind of blend it in with what's going on over here in the corner. So as you can see, I have put some down there, and then I'm going to put it on the other eye. Okay, so as you can see, I have put it, you know, tried to get it all blended in there. Okay, now I've got my eyeshadow on. And now I'm going to put on my mascara, which is my MAC Prep and Prime, which is my absolute favorite eyelash primer. Eyelash primer is very, very important, especially if you don't have thick, full, long eyelashes. And I just apply it just like I would a mascara. And it's white, so it will make your eyelashes look white at first, a little bit. But this just really helps the mascara to go on, you know, thicker and better, and well, a lot of you guys may know that already. But for people that are beginners, I'm just kind of letting you know. And I also put it on my bottom lashes. And do the other eye. I'm just putting it on the top of the lashes and underneath, and then I also put it on the bottom lashes. Like that. So now I've got that on. So now I am going to be putting on my mascara, and I'm going to be using my MAC false lashes, and I just got this at the Macy's counter MAC, and it looks like this. It's got a nice wand on it, and I'm really liking this mascara. It's a very, very black color. I also try to get the tips of my lashes, like really get like the tips to create an elongated eyelash look. And I actually use 2 coats, 2, sometimes 3 coats of mascara, you guys, just so you know. But I don't do it to the point where it looks like, you know, a hooker or something like that. Just sometimes if I'm going out clubbing, or if I'm going, you know, out somewhere and I really want a dramatic look, I will put more than 1 coat of mascara on. And I also put it on my bottom lashes. So far, I've got that on. Now, I don't know if you can see a difference in my eyelashes yet, but I'm going to do the other eye. I really want to get the tips too. And the corners as well. Make sure you do not poke your eyeball. I have done that so many times and it hurts so bad. And just like with the primer, you know, you put it underneath the top lashes, on top of the top lashes as well. And then you want to do your bottom eyelashes with it. Okay, so I've got my mascara on, but I'm going to put another coat. I hope this video doesn't go over too long, you guys. I don't want you guys to get bored, but you know, as I said, everybody has been requesting me for weeks and weeks and weeks to please do a makeup tutorial look, and so I am doing one for you. And this is just, you know, like my, you know, neutral makeup look. And I'm going to actually start doing some colorful look tutorials for you guys as well, because I'm really starting to get into color. But I thought for my first one, and especially for anybody that's a beginner, I wanted to use neutral colors. Okay, so I have finished my mascara. Now we need liquid eyeliner for the top of my eyes. So I'm going to be using my Hello Kitty by Sephora. This is an eyeliner pen, and I have to say this is one of my favorites by far because it has an excellent precision point on it. And what I have to do, I have to look in the mirror for this, because you want to get it, you know, nice and perfect, or as perfect as I can get it. And I don't ever do like a really like cat eye, like, you know, I mean, I can do it, but I don't really like that. It's kind of a trend right now, I think, and I just prefer a more, you know, classic type of look. And then what I do is I do the corners, and I use the liquid for the corners. So what I do is I go in, I even get the corner. So see that? I did the corner so far. Okay, now I'm going to do the other eye. Actually, my eyelashes are getting in the way. I'm really liking this mascara by MAC. I highly suggest it. It's $18 and I'm really liking it. Now when you do your liquid liner, you can go as thick or as thin as you want to. I tend to do just kind of a medium, you know, width, as you can see. Now I got to go in the corner and get the corner. You don't have to do the corners of your eye with the liquid, but I do. There's some eyeshadow on it. Let me just get that off. Okay, so I've got my corner, as you can see, done. Now I'm going to take my Hello Kitty, and this is like the jumbo black eyeliner, and it's got glitter in it, as you can see, but the glitter never shows up. So I'm going to use that on my bottom lid because I like my, especially if I'm doing a dark eye with a nude lip, I like my bottom eyeliner to be, you know, kind of thick for a more intense look. And as you can see, I'm just lining, and I also go into the corner to, you know, get it where the liquid liner ends as well. Just putting it on this eye now. And here we go. I'm finished. I don't know exactly how long it has taken for me to do this, but this is my finished look. So I've got my nude lips. And then here's my eyeshadow. And then, you know, my blush and my foundation, and I did it all. And I don't really think it took that long. And I have my hair back, and then of course, you know, my hair, I just kind of let it air dry. It's kind of messy right now, but yeah. So this is my finished look, and this is my very first makeup tutorial for you guys, highly requested. So I hope you liked it. I hope it wasn't too boring. And these are just, you know, it's just the way that I apply my makeup. And you know, everybody applies their makeup differently, but a lot of people wanted to know how I do it, and so that's how I do it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.